Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the ESL Australia 4-4 Open Cup number 8. I'm Mikester, and this is one of our final 3 matches of the day. We've eliminated 2 teams. We now have 4 remaining. It is Incept eSports taking on G.P.P. The winner takes on Unknown. The winner of that takes on Goblin Army. It's our final stretch. It's the home run. And here we go. Map number 1, Execution Canals, coming your way. Let's jump on board with the COG team to open things up, though. Let's see if we can spot the front runner. We all know it's going to be Clutch, and he's going to be running over to this lower bridge side also. Let's see if he can try and contest the 3 players, that are going to be coming his way, allowing easy open control over into this Talkbow. Talkbow, of course, from Mercer. Going to try and get some shots out early. He's going to try and connect them, and Clutch is taking a big risk at possibly going down right here. You look at Crump and Lumberjack. You're sitting at the back there. They got that snipe control. Mercer able to pick up that control with the Talkbow, taking down DJ right there. Mercer rotating over with his team to try and get the kill potentially. We'll pick up the Talkbow kill there on Zeke, and it will force the remaining players to push on up slowly, and unfortunately not too much avail, because they're going to get taken out quite comfortably as well. So it seemed like their 3 push that allowed them to get that Talkbow control really backfired. Mercer able to get 2 kills from that. Lumberjack just holding his ground. May have had the sniper rifle, but knew exactly when to use his Nasher. Was able to pick up the kill on the remaining 2 players also, while you did see some assists come out from Clutch and Crump right there. We are going to be having this next round, and this next round is going to be a little bit more different. They're not going to be sitting 3 players there. 1 player is at least going to be watching that Talkbow, and that was, of course, going to be DJ. Snipers picked up there from both teams also, as we do have the smokes coming out from Clutch. Going to be ideally allowing him to now push up over onto this nade side. Going to be weapon sliding that one also. There you see, picking up those grenades, bouncing it up over onto that Talkbow end, and possibly going to be allowing his teammate Mercer to be able to get a good crossover. Unfortunately, no one really got baited by that push, so that nade did unfortunately go to waste. However, you do see with this 4v4 situation, still out players still trying to get some scopes out with those sniper rifles from their respective bridges. It's going to be Zeke, of course, on his end of things that he will be trying to make happen. But you know, I'm still looking at Zeke to maybe get the first headshot of this game so far. And you are going to be seeing, look at his teammate at the bottom of that middle bridge side. Mercer trying to get some couple of shots off. He's like, okay, you know what? Let's try and back out a little bit. Lumberjack's on that middle bridge with a scope, and he's just going to be hoping that he can stick on these covers and not just roll over his teammates right there. You are still going to be seeing these guys looking over and trying to pick off these kills and pick off those advantages. You see Lumberjack was close to popping his head off, but the corner of the pillar there, he was able to give that a little bit of protection. Now we had the first kill happening. Clutch was the one to get taken down, of course, and that was Primus, who was the one to clean that one up. Now you do notice that was the first kill of the entire game for them, but either way, Lumberjack going to be on your screens right now with this sniper rifle in hand, still looking to make a play, pushing forward a little bit. Now he's got his head poked up a bit, trying to fire a little bit of a shot, aimed perfectly for the head. Unfortunately, there was just a little bit of cover in the way, which stopped him from being able to do too much. Now, second sniper picked up there for the COG team. Locust have been picked up one as well. Unfortunately, Primus has apparently left the game, so that is unfortunate indeed. Round must continue though until the end, and we will see. Zeke getting a nice shot there on Crump. Now it's a 2v3 situation. The numbers that may have been evened up are now taken away once more. And we have rest aside with this Talkbow as the remaining 2 players will push on up. Now, we did have a shot there from the sniper across the board from, I do believe that was Mercer, who got the tag on. But he was not able to get the player down, or the player to be allowed them to be killed, therefore. Mercer still trying to go for these shots, so we'll pull out the Nasher. Has 2 players around in front, 1 player is supporting fire at the back. Won't be able to do too much, we'll get taken down. And it's really going to be up to them whether he's going to possibly come back, possibly end the game, or whatnot. We'll just have to wait and find out, I suppose, and what the play will be for them moving forward. Seems like they're just going to be carrying on as per normal. Yeah, the guys from Incept possibly saw it coming. Possibly like, you know what, I think we're a bit used to this by now. We can just play on, play without. It's going to allow the COG team of G.P.P to be able to play with their numbers already in a 4v3 situation because of that. And we'll now see how this will play out ultimately at the end. of this round. Of course, as a good start, Smoke's coming out over this middle bridge. Zeke with this shot to take down Mercer. Absolutely destroying him. He was not expecting that one, and I wish I could have seen Mercer's face or at least a reaction after the end of that one, because that was just absolutely brutal. DJ will get taken down right now. Lumberjack trying to provide the second shot, but he won't be able to connect with it. Nade's coming out also, not being able to connect. Shots out from Zeke and one player from the COG team. Make that two players from the Locust team. Clutch getting taken down, and that numbers advantage that they seem to be having is just not there anymore. And you do see the squad of G.P.P, they start off with numbers advantage, and they are really just losing it right there. They're not playing to the advantages that they know they can have. And you can, see, look at that. Zeke with the headshot there on Lumberjack. It's leaving Crump to be the last one alive, and Crump will get taken down. Not really too much you can do there in that situation, but the numbers advantage has been dropped for 3 rounds now, or 2 rounds at least. And you're just looking, you're like, okay, well, cool. We can get these kills. We've got 4v3, right? And no, it just does not seem to work like that. The numbers are not working. They're not playing the strategies which rely on their numbers. And Incept, they're just like holding it off properly. It's like they don't even care. It's like they don't even care that they're a man down. They can do it without it. Maybe they've got the experience necessary for that. The shot from Zeke nearly connecting with Lumberjack. He might not have been a clean hit, but you saw from our screen, it was definitely a close one. Zeke taking a full red as well. This is the push I was talking about. Clutch finally being able to win his 1v1, taking down Zeke right there. Over on the flank as well, over onto the waters, able to face 2 players right there. Clutch gets taken down, so it becomes a 3v2. Rest side gets dropped there from a shot from Crump right now, as they'll be looking at possibly cleaning him up. Nade's coming possibly in the back right there. No, Rest side's able to get back up right here, as Lumberjack will get a shoulder shot again on one of the Locust players right there. Mercer gets taken down. Nade's going to be coming out. Second nade out there as well. He'll be able to dodge the first one. The second player wasn't able to get hurt by that either. Lumberjack's trying to put some fire on, and Crump Festation gets taken down. Now Lumberjack's going to be trying to push up here. Going to roll straight into the shotgun of the opposing player, and that is going to be a 3-1 lead to the team of Incept. Why even need to have a 4th player right there when they don't even need them? It's not like they're going overboard with kills either. They're just going for a nice even spread of things across the board. Now, you look at it right now and you look, okay, cool. Let's going to see who's going to be the front runner for the team of the Locust squad. Of course, the team of Incept eSports. And you already see DJ and the rest of the side. Pistol shots down Lumberjack. Lumberjack was not able to make too much happen for himself. And already, straight away, rotate back over. Maybe going to go for that torque bow. Doesn't really matter. Zeke's going to pick off Mercer. That numbers advantage that they did have, that they have had for the last 3 rounds, once again, gone without being put to use. Shots over from Clutch now. He'll try to push on forward. He'll get taken down from the pistol. Maybe a little bit of friendly fire involved in that also. Lumberjack and Crump right now in a 2v3 to stay alive for this game. It's just, yeah, It is happening. This is happening. I did not think this would be a situation that would happen throughout the day, but it is. Incept eSports, they're playing a man down, and they're absolutely dominating. So they've got the numbers advantage. They possibly they're on a good run to be able to secure themselves this map also, as we do have right here Crump and Lumberjack left up alive there for themselves. Zeke is going to be looking to push forward with this sniper rifle also. Of course, Zeke, also known as Hacksoid. Whichever way you look at it, whichever history book you're currently reading, the names he has gone by. As you look at Lumberjack and Crump Station, they're sort of bailing out. They're trying to play it safe. 2.5 minutes, possibly kill. They've got their man down, putting themselves in a bad spot though. Look at the hero over this bridge side. Lumberjack sure may be able to watch the top side, and Crump may be able to watch that lower side, but it is going to be a risky play there if they can push on over through the map, especially with Zeke and that sniper rifle, that long shot rifle in his hands. Smoke's going to be coming up to provide a little bit of cover. Nade's picked up now from the Locust team also. Look at Lumberjack, and you look at him trying to get those shots with no success for himself right there. They may be looking to push out through this low side. Retreating over to the stairs is a bold move. And of course, Smokes could be coming out to provide a little bit of cover also. Nade's not going to be able to connect, but look at that. The players have been able to connect on forward over to that bridge. Nade will take down Crump. May have thought he just rolled down the stairs. Obviously not too far, and he got taken down. Lumberjack now taken out, and that's going to be the first map. Incept eSports take that one out, and we'll be able to take that 4-1. 4 rounds to 1, and that's going to be frustrating for the team of G.P.P. because they were a 4v4 situation from round number 1 only. From round 2 onwards, it was a 4v3, and I mean, that was the only rounds that the Incept squad were able to take when it was a 4v3 situation only. That brings it to 1-0, and I don't think anybody was expecting that right there. Because, I mean, that was their map to lose. They came back to like, you know what? Yeah, we don't need another player. Why do we need another player for when we have the magic right there? And you are going to you're going to be seeing these guys just possibly wait to get their final play in. But let's take a recap of that 4v4 situation for round number 1. G.P.P took it out. Promise then dropped out, and then it became a 4v3. The next 4 rounds that carried on, they just weren't able to really make things happen. They got taken down at every turn. You notice Clutch, he went in for those aggressive 1v1s. He died. Sometimes he got the kill. Other times he just died, or other times he just got traded straight away. You had other plays as well. Over on the lower side of the map, the high side of the map, sniper rifle was not put into good use. Didn't involve any communication in terms of team crossover. There was heaps and heaps of shots that were made that could have been cleaned up by other teammates in similar positions, but it just wasn't there was no team communication that seemed to be apparent there for the G.P.P squad. Whether because they're not using the called lineup or what, I'm not sure, but they're really going to be hoping that they fix that up moving on forward to this next game as well. Because I mean, you look at it right now and you're like, okay, cool. We had map number 1. That was great. Map number 2 though, it's looking to be a little bit rough for them. And yeah, it's definitely going to be seeing if they can test themselves out in this one. Either way, we'll now jump on. I was going to say we'll jump on to a quick little break. And we'll ideally wait for the last player to rejoin us. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After that short intermission, we are back for map number 2. We've got all 4 players in from the team of Incept, but it didn't seem like they really needed them last map. Now, did they? They were able to go on through, after losing the first round in a 4v4 situation, win the next 4 rounds, man down in the game, to be able to take out that first map 4 rounds to 1. Already you see right there, Primus seems to have dropped. So we're going to be ending that one, unfortunately, as well, to see if we can get him to join back in fairly quickly. This is the final 3 matches left in the day here for this one. But, of course, we were going so smoothly, going so good in time. But, of course, there always needs to be a delay here in our competitions. Otherwise, it's not normal for it to happen. So let's take a little bit of a recap of what happened in the bracket so far. In round number 1, we had only 2 matches: Incept eSports, Goblin Army, Peace Maintenance Unit, and Brothers Stand Together. In those matches, we saw Goblin Army and Incept up first. They were able to take down a 3-0 victory. On the other end, Peace Maintenance Unit took out a 3-0 on Brothers Stand Together, leaving that it for round number 1. Round 2 then saw G.P.P take on Goblin Army, and we all saw how that played out with 3-1 in favour of Goblin Army. Unknown, though, were able to take out a 3-0 victory over the Peace Maintenance Unit, leaving that winners bracket final between Goblin Army and Unknown. Goblin Army, though, able to secure themselves a clean victory for themselves, walked away victorious and went along to the grand final of this one, where they currently await there for them, whereas Unknown sitting in that loser bracket final. In that loser bracket, in the lower bracket, we had the Peace Maintenance Unit take on Incept and G.P.P take on Brothers Stand Together. Now, I do believe it was a 3-0 for G.P.P up against Brothers Stand Together, but for Incept eSports, it went down to a map 4 before they secured it 3-1. Now we're here, and now we are in the loser bracket round 2A, in the round of 4, really. 4 teams remaining, and this is how things will play out. Incept eSports, G.P.P, winner takes on Unknown, whereas the winner of that will take on the Goblin Army. I'm still looking at the guys from Incept. They played very, very strong, and they have a great chance of potentially knocking out G.P.P here in the game. Fortunately, we still are waiting on that final player to join, so it does seem to, going off what the word I've been told is, we might need to go to another quick break. So stay tuned, and hopefully we shouldn't be too much longer.
Get there goes, but don't look away. Gotta stare 'em down to let them go. I will be the ground beneath your feet, pull you out from underneath. Hold on to me.
Alright, let's see if we can do this again now, shall we? With the losers bracket round of 2A for the ESL Australia Front 4 Open Cup number 8. It is Fuel Depot, and we are here with the G.P.P squad and Incept eSports taking it off here. Top 4 both guaranteed, of course. However, it's all about the next step from here, winning and being able to get some quality points on the board here for the Major League for the ESL Gears of War competition. Rest aside, being able to take down Clutch out early there for that one, as you are going to be seeing Zeke now pushing through into the back of the sniper side with that boom shot in hand. Now his teammate's going to get blown up there, and he's going to try and be able to pick up a kill. Now he's only going to be able to get the down right now, but he's going to charge on forward with that boom shot. No one's really going to want to contest him too far forward for fear of getting boomed themselves. So he's going to have that one boom shot left in his canister now. He's not going to be able to put it to too much to good use. However, he's going to have his teammate there pushing over through to the player, through to the boxes right there. Promise, unfortunately, going to be disconnected once again. That's a little bit of a safe thing for the guys over at for the guys over at G.P.P, because that Primus guy, man, he was about to take them down over onto the I believe it was Crump, over at the helipad boxes right there. As we do have the guys from, or rather the guy from Incept eSports fighting himself in a little bit of a long battle. 1v2 situation in a fairly bad spot for himself. Crump, just trying to get some shots off. Lumberjack trying to see if he can really spot him out. He can't spot his gun so far, so he's going to try and go for that wide angle. Of course, once he does, the player's going to be looking to possibly go for Crump right now. Crump's just going to basically bail and hold his ground, but he's not going to be able to do so too much longer. And Zeke takes that 1v1, forces it into a 1v1 again for him to sort of take. Now, let's see, will he be able to go clutch right now? We've seen them, before, what they've been able to do, what they've been able to try and hold. And unfortunately, that was not what he needed to do. Pick up that boom shot was not the appropriate plan. Weapon slide, baby. But Lumberjack with that sniper rifle looking at you, that is not what you want to happen. And we are going to be having this next round now starting up. Unfortunately, once again, one round over. Back into a 4v3. Incept eSports, they took out the map last time. They took out 4 straight maps. I don't think G.P.P are going to let them do it again. We're just going to have to wait and find out. Primus has managed to rejoin, however, but I don't think he'll make it in time to be able to spawn right here. You're going to be seeing Zeke with that sniper looking to try and aim down Lumberjack. Lumberjack just trying not to get stuck in the wall. Both Mercer and Lumberjack wanting the exact same cover, and because of that, Mercer rolls, and because of that, he gets headshotted from Zeke, and that boom shot is now no man's lands right here. As Lumberjack will be able to go ahead and weapon slide that one. Will fire out the first boom shot at the ready. Won't be able to get a connect completely. And once again, we have the guys from Incept. They're 4v3. Well, sorry, rather 3v4 on their end. And yet they are still taking the advantages here in these rounds. They're outplaying the G.P.P squad. And I think that really is showing here in this game. Right here and now. You're going to be looking at rest of the sides on your screen. And he's just like, at the helipad, sort of see if you can scope anyone out. Crump at the other end of things is on that other end. We do have DJ at the the opposing side, and Lumberjack with that boom shot over onto the helipad side of things. Also, he's going to be looking to push up a little bit for himself, and he's got that sniper player looking over. And remember, that sniper player has a little bit of cover next to him. Let's see if we can find him. Zeke, he's not going to really be able to move too far to the left there because of that cover. That boom shot could be a good shot, potentially, depending on how he's going to play it. And as you see there, now he's going to finally jump over. So now the moment's gone. Both players are going to be looking to move over a little bit as well. As you see the regroup starting to happen. And yeah, you are going to be seeing Lumberjack trying to go for a little bit of a rendezvous there for them. As you are, you're going to be having him recover a little bit of health. Players still going to be looking to be a little bit cheeky. Zeke going to be eyeing him down with that sniper rifle, where the other Lokes player still in the factory side. Going to be just going, okay, we can sort of wait you out. It's 3v2. We got numbers. You got boom shot. We're not going to be silly about it. And yeah, we are going to be still having Lumberjack, Zeke, rest of the side, Crumpfestation, DJ, all alive here in this game. 5 players. We've got snipers on 2 players' hands. Boom shot with Lumberjack. Got some Lancers and some Nashes with the remaining players. As you now will see. Rest of the side, top over to that pistol. Crump with that sniper rifle. DJ eyeing some players down. Of course, Lumberjack's still trapped in a very delicate spot right there, depending on which way he looks out. Taking a full red, and there we go. He's going to get taken down. The crossover was real. Zeke going to be pushing over through the middle side as well. DJ cleans up Lumberjack. Last player live, Crump for station. He's going to bail out of the side, and he's going to try and go for the headshot, but unfortunately it was way off. And yeah, that is going to be Crump now in a 1v3 situation. Boom has been picked up, of course. Boom's going to be wasted. Second boom's up. Second boom shot. And there we go. That is going to be that round to the team of Incept eSports. Now, will it happen again? Will it happen again for the guys at Incept? Will they be able to play 4v3 or rather 3v4 in their case and still be able to take out that win? They did the last map. We had a little bit of delay while we try to get Promise back in here. Now, you got to keep in mind, Promise is back, but there we go. He is gone again. He's not stable at the moment in this game, and that is being reflected in this overall game right here. As you have DJ. Yeah, he was getting chased by a couple of players. Smokes out, so not to provide too much cover, and his team is going to be able to pick up that boom shot as well. He's getting shot in the back, it seemed, though. There may have been a little bit of friendly fire action. Either way, Clutch will get taken down there from that boom shot. Shots come out. DJ, you see him jumping about a little bit. Mercer tries to go straight through 3 players for some reason, and he will get taken down. DJ gets dropped. Crump gets dropped, and right now, Lumberjack going to be the last one alive for a moment, unless his teammate can get back up. But they try to get these shots off, and he won't be able to do it, and that's going to be another round for the overall score right here. And that's 2-1 for the Incept squad. Don't know how they can do it right here. I mean, they're a man down. They're playing it again and again and again. Pressure's on, and Incept just seem to be just thriving with it. That extra pressure and that extra difficulty just seems to be pushing them further and further along. Playing it a bit smarter too right here, but the boom shot will be picked up here by the COG team. Nades will be coming through across as well. Clutch going to be throwing both nades out for him. Won't be able to connect with any though, and you see Mercer with this boom shot. Now Mercer's going to be able to push back on up. The smoke grenade providing some cover from those loose snipers and lancers across the bottom windows right there. The shots out from Clutch will be looking to possibly clean up a kill there over onto that helipad. Now you do notice players being forced back over to that helipad side because 2 players pushing straight on up. Clutch getting him some nice shots over from the back. Rest of the side gets taken down, bringing into a 4v2. This is what they needed, and the boom shot will come out. 1 boom shot wasted. Player will back on out through the back as both players on the helipad. 1 player dropped. Now it should be a 1v4 situation, and finally the round that's going to be going over to the G.P.P squad. They're going to tie the game back on up here in this map, 2-2. First to 4 for those who are unfamiliar with Gears of War right now. The overall series score is 1-0 in favor of the Incept guys. Now, right now, you know, we're going to be going back on board with the guys over with the Incept under the Incept banner, and we'll see if they can possibly change things up in this next round. As I say that, I'm swapping over. I'm looking at the COG team, and they're playing an aggressive boom push right here, or at least an aggressive mid push. Getting stopped by one of the players. Stops halted. 3 of them still going to be pushing over to this boom shot side. They're able to secure that boom shot control, and they are going to potentially be able to clean up this round. Also, if they play their cards right now, you are going to be seeing what these guys can do in that sense. 3-2. Eucalyptus is for some reason joined the game. Hopefully not going to be in the game for too much longer, so that we can sort that out. Possibly he's the same character, just under a different alias. Either way, what's done is done. And we are going to be seeing the other guys from G.P.P go for these nade controls out early. Now they're going to be able to pick up that first kill there on Zeke, as you will now see. The contests over onto the middle side of the map will take down rest of the side. Now, there was a headshot there on Mercer, though, from Eucalyptus, which has allowed the other guys from G.P.P to be able to still pick off these kills. That's 4 players down, or rather 3 players down, 4 players up total. Clutch gets taken, though. DJ will get dropped in return, and they're going to bring that to a map win. G.P.P take out that first map on the board, and yeah, that brings them to a map win also, which is definitely a great thing, of course. But yeah, we'll have to find out how this will play out in just a moment for map number 3, which you're looking at it will be a execution on gridlock map that we haven't really seen too much throughout the day, surprisingly enough. We'll just get confirmation that everything is good to go, but we should be looking into a map 3 gridlock situation right now. And you will now see, of course, with that all being said, 1-1, I mean, we've guaranteed ourselves a map 4. This isn't going to be over with just this map. And we'll now see how things potentially can play on from here. However, it's all about, whether what these points will be moving forward. Whether we can do some sneaky plays moving forward from the guys from G.P.P to maybe secure themselves a game on an even 4v4 environment. Maybe mix something up. And yeah, we'll take unfortunately need to take a quick break and go from there. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Execution on Gridlock. Map number 3 here in the series between Incept eSports and G.P.P. Currently the overall series score is 1-1 between the two. And of course with this, it's a tied game, but the guys from G.P.P looking to make an impact. A little bit frustrated throughout the way things have happened throughout this match so far. First map, 4v3 unfortunately, as you can see there from Incept. First map resulted in Incept taking it out, while 4v3, they lost the first round, they took out 4 straight. Second map seemed to possibly offer the same thing, but G.P.P were able to close this one out. Now for map number 3, it just seems like a little bit of frustration going on through, and yeah, we are going to be having these guys pushing on through to potentially get these shots off early as well. But you see Lumberjack just charge on in there like he doesn't even care as they pick on through. Boomplay, of course, was up there, but DJ, that's why you don't go in blindly, because you can just result in that. 3 players taken down to the hands of DJ. It's just blind pushing right now. Even though they're playing 4v3, they still need to show some form of composure here for this game, and you know, we will see how these will play out. Shots will come out. It does seem like DJ just jumped a little bit right there, dodging the bullet there from Clutch. 2v1 right now. Clutch with the 1. Sniper in hand as well. He takes on DJ, tries to go for a little bit of a no-scope. Will pull out the Nash now. Has, I do believe, Zeke on the other hand with that boom shot. That boom shot is going to go boom, because he's going to take him down. And that is now going to be a 1-1 scoreline here in the game. And we'll see if that will possibly change things up. You know, we'll see if the G.P.P will try to show a little bit more composure. They seem like they 100% have the advantage coming into these rounds, because they have the numbers advantage straight off the bat. It's a 4v3 for them, and now they just need to focus on their numbers. They need to pick up the kills that they need and go from there, and not make any silly pushes to just go, okay, you know what, we can afford to lose a man, because every time they seem to do that, they seem to be dropping like flies. You already see Lumberjack taking down DJ right now, and Zik will get taken down over onto that middle side as well. Mercer will take down rest side, and there we go. That's going to be a round. That's what I was talking about, composure. That is what they need to do every round to be able to secure themselves the round. They pick off the first kill. They won't push on forward blindly and aggressively. They'll just pick off what they need to do, get the kills, and actually clean up the kills that they need to as well. Overall round count 2-1 in map number 3 here of the series, and we will be seeing the same similar sort of breakout. Players going over to that boom shot, players going over to that sniper side as well. 2 players to the long shot tower, and we'll see no one there from the opposing team. 2 players at boom shot though from the guys from Incept. Lumberjack gets taken down, and also there was a play from the flank. Got to keep that in mind. Boom shot now picked up also, as we do have a player getting downed. 1 boom shot in place, downing Deadly. Mercer rather, and now it brings it into a 1v2. Clutch going to be the last one alive. Clutch has a sniper out. We saw him in a 1v2 last time. Wasn't able to stop the boom shot. This time only 1 boom shot remains, so potentially might be able to make something happen. Might be able to just use his powers, have a sponge one shot to the face, and be able to go from there. Either way, 2v1. You got DJ, you got Zeke, both on either sides of the map right now. They're going to be looking to push out, close out Clutch in a very awkward situation for himself, as we do have absolute miss there out of the guys from Incept, as Clutch just tries to get these shots out. No one expects you to stand still when you're up faced against a boom shot, and I guess that really worked to his favor. Unfortunately, relied too much on that sniper and wasn't able to really clean things up. Maybe a swap to the pistol to get some shots out might have been the better approach. Either way, 2-2 becomes your overall score count. First of 4, of course, are these maps, and we will see now with this 4v3 situation. I mean, Incept's hanging on in there. We'll see if they can potentially mix things up a notch and be able to take out a round lead. You see right here, players once again focusing over this boom shot. That's what seems to be working for them. This time all 3 players just going to be charging straight on through to the boom shot itself, trying to go for this weapon slide, and it's not working for them. DJ going to be the last one alive though. He's now going to get taken. That's going to be cleaned up for that round. 3-2 is the overall score count. Now you notice a little bit of a difference there from that round compared to last, where they would try to send their players through the middle of the map. They weren't, you know, sorry, through the boom shot only, and not through the middle of the map this time. No one was watching that flank, and no one was able to stop them from anything. The compromise for that was that they were going to push forward aggressively with no holds barred. However, they got shut down straight away. Lancer fires there, Nasher fires there. These two players were watching that. Third player came in straight away also, and they're able to close that one out. Now you notice again this time, the player's going to be going for that boom shot. That's their aggressive power play. Shots coming out there. They're not playing for this aggressive play. They're going for the hold that advantage. Crump fighting over in the middle of the map. Though Clutch will be able to secure that kill. Boom shot picked up. Boom shot now backed on out of there. The last player up is going to be Rest side. He's going to be taken. That's going to be the map, and that's going to be 2-1 in the favor of G.P.P. They only need one more map to be able to secure the overall series now as well, and unfortunately, they're going to be looking at doing, or unfortunately for the squad of Incept, they're going to be looking to do that fairly soon as well. And I mean, there is only going to be potentially only one more map left, and that is going to be a mansion, a close contestation fight over at the boom shot is what can be expected there from that map. So, you know, I really don't know what to really be expecting here for these guys, if they can possibly mix things up or not. And yeah, I mean, hopefully they can get their fourth player in. Hopefully Promise can rejoin us and stick along here for the game. But it just really does not seem to be a good case right now for them. As we will see, once again, Mansion, the next map coming up next, 2-1 is the score here. G.P.P in the lead. If we possibly need a moment just for that player to rejoin, we're getting straight into it, continuing a 4v3 environment. Feel free to admire Anthony Carmine there on your screens as well, with the Dark Omen Nasher weapon skin. Starting up now into Execution Mansion. Potential final map. Looking like it's going to be the final map unless Incept can play like they did in map number 1. And yeah, we are gonna see this, you know, with this map once again, boom shot oriented map. These guys, you know, play on over. They play for that boom shot, they play for those grenades, play for those explosives on the map. And yeah, I mean, with 3 players up for Incept, they're going to be focusing on that boom shot. They're going to be sending all 3 players there. But for the team of G.P.P, they've got 4 players, and they could be going for that pincer strategy right now. In this one, mid, nades, boom shot, all possible areas to go. It does seem like they could just be going mid and boom though. Smoke's coming out either way. 1 player mid, 2 player boom is what Incept's going to be rolling with this one. As our Clutch gets taken down almost instantly from that one. Kills have been traded, kills across the board as they fight for that possession right here. You are going to be still having, you know, Zeke being able to take down Lumberjack, and that's going to be a 2v1 right now for Mercer to try and take boom shot out in play, and you are going to be having now the first round going to Incept. It does seem like the motivation and effort for this game has been drained away slightly though from the team of G.P.P. They're not really putting too much effort into this, into their, I guess, thought of mind into this game, because they're really just brainlessly pushing on forward. It seems like they're really over it. It's not really, the match that they were expecting coming to this, I guess, so to speak. So they're making a lot more mistakes because they're leaving themselves open to be. You see the boom shot straight away picked on up. Lumberjack trying to go for this kill on early. He won't be able to. And you are going to be, going to be having Clutch getting taken down. Trying to get those shots off. Trying to take down that boom shot player. Clutch will get taken down from that boom shot though. Mercer will take down one, picks up Clutch, and they will now try to focus fire on DJ, who is going to be bailing out over into the spawn. Holding over to that left-hand advantage. He's going to get taken 3 quarters red. There we go. 4th quarter is there. Taking that one down. And 1-1 becomes the overall scoreline. With this next round coming up. Once again, boom shot round. Side's going to swap back to the original. We'll see if Incept can possibly narrow out a round. They've been getting the boom shot first 2 rounds in a row. It's all about being able to utilize it to effectively to be able to pick up some kills, get some downs, and allow his team to allow their team really to really make whatever comes out of it. A little bit of a slow start there from the guys from G.P.P though. Lumberjack either way will take down Zeke. Rest side answers back by taking down Lumberjack. 2 players over around that boom shot. We'll see Crump and rest side get taken down. DJ will also fall. And that brings it to a match point here. Well, no, sorry, not a match point. Just another round for themselves, because it is only 2-1, not 3-1, and I should learn how to read and count to be able to make that a thing. Either way, 2-1. And that brings us into another round, and we'll just jump on board once again with the guys coming in forward. Let's see, rest side, what he can do moving over onto this boom shot. Still pushing up over to this boom side. We'll roll past the boom shot, try to get into cover, and players will just aggressively push on forward. Lumberjack will now get taken down, mind you. 3 players still up from the Locust team. Mantling over was not a great sign, and that does leave in Mercer's downfall. Clutch will get dropped, Crump will get dropped. And that brings it back into a 2-2 situation. Once again, the mistakes are there. Pushed on forward a bit too aggressively, Lumberjack. Mercer mantled over the cover when he probably did not mean to. I think Clutch did the exact same thing. And I do believe Crump Station was just the last one over, just in a very bad spot for himself. Next round, though, scores tied back up. Let's see what these guys can possibly do to move forward here with this one. 3 players once again going to the boom shot, aggressively pushing forward. Players from all angles trying to get those crosses over. DJ will get taken down, instantly picked back up, but rest of the side goes down a second later. He'll now get picked up there, but Zeke gets dropped. Rest of the side and DJ out, and now we are on a match point. G.P.P. 1 round away from going on to take on Unknown in the losers bracket final. We'll see how this will play out though, and potentially might go to even around 7, depending on how Incept are going to want to take this right now. Here in this one, we are going to be on board with Team Captain Clutch to see if he can make any plays. He was sort of first to second, now has gone over third, back to first, as they get some crosses over, and Incept are like, you know what, it's not really working for us this time round. Let's see if we can slow it up a bit, able to get 1 kill, but Restside and Zeke both turn out roasted, as DJ will be looking to get a couple of shots in. We'll get down, there we go, that's going to be game, set, and match. The squad of G.P.P. will advance over into the losers bracket final and face Unknown there in that one also. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be coming up next. You won't want to miss it. Once again, coming up right after this short break.